Okay, so just quick summary, a few minutes about front underride protection work that we've done in the past. Just in terms of, I'll just outline what my few minutes will be, just talk about what's the problem, what the opportunities are, a brief summary, and then some recommendations. Of course, the problem is that there's a lot of people getting killed and injured in a year in the US in terms of the front ends of heavy trucks. And that includes hitting the front side or rear of other vehicles. But there's far more passenger vehicle fatalities and injuries occurring that are involved with the front of the heavy truck than other sides of the heavy truck. But interestingly enough, I think we know that manufacturers need a level playing field so that they aren't feeling like there's a competitive disadvantage if they are providing something, a system that others don't have to supply, and they worry that that would have a negative effect on sales. So my impression is that they would like government guidance or control or regulations or something that would make it a level playing field, because I think I have the sense that most manufacturers know various safety systems that would be beneficial. Just in terms of frontal impact mitigation, we think of it as a comprehensive system where you have collision detection and automatic braking, improved braking systems, and front underride protection devices. So, of course, as I'm sure you all know, in the 90s, front underride protection was mandated in Europe. This started out as being rigid systems, and they then gradually led into absorbing systems that was shown to provide better performance as compared to just the rigid system. And then with regard to what's possible, there are advanced technology systems that are possible. Here, when I'm talking about advanced technology systems, collision detection systems that can work in tandem with automated braking systems, as well as deployable front-end systems. So these are deployable front-end systems would be something that can packaged in the original space, but now deployed once a collision is known to be occurring, braking systems can be activated, etc. This is an example of a system like that where you have airbags being deployed from the front end of the truck and engaging with the passenger vehicle. So essentially extending the energy absorbing length of the front end of the truck from just being at the bumper level, but being protruding further out in front to provide a lot of crush space that originally wasn't there, but then became available once you knew an impending impact was going to occur. And what we've seen is that, demonstrated, this is probably 10 or 15 years ago, that you could essentially reduce the severity that is experienced by the passenger vehicle substantially at, say, an 80-mile-an-hour closing velocity, something that's more in the region of what a passenger vehicle would experience in a NCAP type barrier impact. And so basically, there are a lot of fatalities and injuries, tens of thousands of injuries occurring in passenger vehicles annually with the front end of the truck. And there are opportunities to reduce the number of these fatalities and injuries that are already available. And that the recommendation would be that ACUP recommend to the Secretary to mandate the requirement for front underride protection systems, at least that are at the level already existing in Europe, and that increased front end protection effectiveness be phased into the requirement, taking into account the newer technologies that are available. Did I do it in 10 minutes?
Yes, you sure did. Does you have any questions? Oh, does anybody have any questions? Because I have one. Keith, do you have any video of that giant airbag coming out in a head-on collision?
Yes, I mean, we have lots of work and nothing I could do in 10 minutes, but yeah, we've
Okay.
examined the performance of the system virtually in front and rear impact collisions. It performs very well, comparatively speaking, to just a sort of a fixed system. So there's a huge opportunity available to extend the energy absorbing space of a heavy truck.
I for one would sure like to see it. So if you would be so kind as to send that to the committee, I'd certainly appreciate it. Does
Sure.
anybody else have any questions for Keith? John?
Yeah, is this a physical product that exists and is being marketed, or is this just because I'm seeing computer model?
Yes, we do virtual testing as well as hardware testing. So this was work that was done maybe 10, like I said, 10 or 15 years ago, looking at the opportunities available to reduce the severity of crashes to passenger vehicles when front-end trucks crashes with heavy trucks. So this is virtual representation, simulation, physics representation using the industry standard finite element analysis system software, demonstrating what the potential is.
Marianne?
Yeah, I just want to mention that the researchers from Sweden last week were very interested in this and wanted to learn more about it from Keith.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Keith. We all appreciate it.
Okay, thanks a lot.